I believe investing on-site AI agent and external agent are not really, we don't have a luxury of choosing between those, right? So you have to invest on both for different reasons. So first of all, the consumer expectation are raising and are set by platforms like ChatGPT and Gemini. So when they come to a website, they expect a similar type of intelligence and experience. And also, when you look at the external AI agent, is where the competition happens. So you want to be discoverable. So for this reason, you have to invest in both scenarios. And finding the balance is actually the key things that, because on-site AI agents, that's where you can actually own the entire customer relationship end-to-end with personalization and many more things. But when you come to external, so it's more about being discoverable. So technically finding the balance to make sure you invest right amount of effort and energy on both, I think is something that everybody needs to look at. Yeah, when you look at the risk of agentic commerce for brands, you have to start thinking about the brand, right? What brand is something that a consumer gonna choose you, gonna pick you, right? And how you build a brand is by experience. So every single time a consumer interact with you, so it just reinforces the kind of trust and emotional connection with the brand. So the moment you lose that control on building the experience, that technically, from that point, you become a fulfillment layer, right? So, and that's the critical debate at the moment, because as a brand, you really need to own that experience. And definitely there's a big debate in terms of what happens when you don't own data loyalty or any customer interactions and everything happens outside your control. So that's ongoing debate, and customer adoption also, I think, probably play a big part on which direction we're going as an industry. So when it comes to agentic AI, and one of the biggest area that you can see the tangible benefit when you start talking about productivity at a scale. So if you have a large volume, repeatable decisions, and something that you need to scale very quickly, that's where technically agentic AI shine, and today probably are the most tangible and measurable benefits set. So for example, a Kingfisher content moderation was one of the classic examples, because when we launched Marketplace on B&Q and DIY.com, we went from 55,000 products to over 1 million products within a year. And today, probably we have more than 2.2 million products at our DIY.com. So that scale of growth and ensuring we do the right thing for our customer by moderating the content we publish wouldn't even possible with those AI agents. So, and that's one of the very good examples that demonstrate the product, not only productivity that you gain by doing that task, but also enabling you for your big initiative like Marketplace, which is a success story for Kingfisher, and that success story wouldn't be enabled if we didn't have those power of AI agent that allow us to do this in a safe and secure manner. Human oversight when you're deploying AI agents are critical. So, but when you want to decide where that autonomy ends, is all down to the risk. If you're doing low risk, high volume tasks that it doesn't have a huge impact on a customer, those are the areas you can probably provide a guideline for an AI agent and let them to do the task, especially if the decision are reversible. However, when it comes to customer impacting or customer facing application, that's where it is critical to make sure human judgment is embedded in your workflow at the right time. And for us, this is exactly what is happening, right? So our AI agents are not necessarily to replace all the tasks end-to-end, or to do the heavy lifting. So for people, we still are in the loop and just to be able to do the final review and to make sure that they have a final say. And this way, you're not only augmenting human intelligence, but also you're ensuring a safe and secure deployment of AI agent at the scale.